Look at what I did. Look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Running my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Running my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh.
What's up, YouTube? This is your boy, Mr. Humphrey, and I'm back with another cooking video today. Happy 2022 first day. Today I'm gonna be doing a recipe of my own called lemon pepper buffalo wings. It's gonna be a hot recipe. This is all the things you need right here. We have a stick and a half of butter. We have lemon pepper seasoning. We have a lemon and lemon juice. You can use either or if you want to. It doesn't matter. I have a cup of flour. I have Frank's Red Hot Wing Sauce. I have a pound of wings, and I also have McCormick's Original Buffalo Wing Seasoning. Without further ado, let's get started. The first thing we want to do is you want to pat your wings dry. When you get them out the pack, make sure that you get all the wetness off of them. And I pat them dry with a paper towel. And now what we're going to do next, I'm going to take the lemon pepper seasoning and I'm going to season my flour first. You're going to take a little bit of your McCormick buffalo wing seasoning. I'm going to use half of this pack. I bought 2 packs. And I'm just going to put half of it in there. Then you want to take your whisk and a good little stir. Stir it all in. The next thing you want to do, you want to start coating your wings. Just go ahead and start putting, maybe you put 3 or 4 in there. I'm going to take 3. I'm going to get them coated. Get them fully covered. And then when you get done coating your wings, you do want to knock off excess flour because you don't want the flour to, when you put the wings in the grease, you don't want the grease to get really dark real quick. So just knock off any excess flour. Just get the wings. So I'm using whole wings today. I'm not using drummies or flats. It's gonna just be definitely whole wings for these. So just knock off the excess flour. Then you want to add them to your grease. Make sure your grease is at 350 degrees. Make sure it's good and hot and ready for it to go, because once it gets in there, it's going to be ready to roll. Alright, so I have my grease, my skillet right here. The grease has been on for a minute. You just want to go ahead and put them in there. I'm going to put 4 in there right now. And I'm going to see how they're going to cook, and then I'm going to add more as I go along. Depending on how big your skillet is or your deep fryers, that's how many you want to put in. Some people can fit as up to 10 or maybe even more, depending on how their skillet is. But with this skillet I'm using, I'm only going to do 5 for right now at a time. But you want that seasoning to get all on these wings. Trust me, believe me, this is a good recipe that I came up with myself, and I absolutely loved it. I was going to make a video a few weeks ago about it, but now I definitely have the time, and I'm ready to make this video today. Just remember, just knock your excess flour off. And then when it comes to you add the lemon pepper seasoning or the buffalo wing seasoning, you don't have to use McCormick's or any other brand. Whatever brand that you're comfortable with that you use for your wings, or whatever you feel that tastes better to you, you can use whatever one you want to use. But those 2 are the ones that I use for that particular recipe. I hope everybody's having a good New Year's Day, and I hope everybody had a good New Year's Eve last night, and everybody's safe and blessed. Also, to all the subscribers who have subscribed to our channel, I really appreciate it. We really appreciate you. God bless you, and continue to support our channel for blessing us in 2021. And I'm glad that we're going to thank you. By me, about 3 weeks ago, I had decided to do something different. I absolutely love buffalo style wings. that is one of my favorites are buffalo style wings. I've grown to love lemon pepper wings over the past couple of months. Um, and they have actually, so I came up with an idea to combine them both. And it was even on both sides. When I made this recipe, it wasn't one side didn't lemon pepper didn't knock out buffalo and buffalo didn't knock out lemon pepper. It was both of them. They came together and it made it so good. I made it for me and my wife one night. I was watching a pay-per-view, which I love wrestling, and I'm watching a pay-per-view tonight of WWE Day One, and I always watch and make wings and rotel and have dip everything from pretty much for these pay-per-views that I watch, and it's been a great recipe. And the lemon pepper wings have really been something that I've been going to for the past couple of months. But like I said, I just combined those two, and it came out to be a recipe of my own, and I really love it. So I'm just gonna share it with you guys, and hopefully you can follow. We got the wings; they're cooking a little more. I got the grease going, and I'm gonna. Hopefully, this process will. Everybody will see this process. And like I said, it depends on what process you do with your wings. Some people do them a lot different. Some people use the air fryer. Some people use the oven. And some people use the stove. And some people use deep fryers. But today we're going to use the stove with the skillet. It's just old fashioned. And everything that's great about this recipe, I hope you will love it. And I hope you'll follow it, or you can add your own style to it. Alright guys, so we got that grease going real good right now, and it's starting to heat up even more. So what I did was I added a little more of that McCormick buffalo style seasoning to my flour to cook to get some more wings coated, because I did use a pound, and right now I only have 5 that's in the skillet because of this type of skillet that I use. But like I said, I use a definite. It can be a longer process depending on what you're doing and how efficiently you want and how crispy you want these wings. Because a lot of people, they say that they wing a couple of more, another 2 wings to this skillet, because I do want to show y'all more of the process, because my favorite part is coming up when we make our own sauce, and it's going to be so fun to show y'all what we do, how we make that sauce. So I'm about to get that started in just a minute. I want to give a big shout out to my wife, Amberlynn. She made an orange crush cake tonight too also, and it was absolutely delicious. So you guys be on the lookout for both of these videos tonight. Thank you for your support. Remember, just knock that excess flour off this recipe, you guys. So while that is cooking, your boy's gonna get started on this. Going to get started prepping my my sauce. We'll be back. All right, guys. So these wings that I have in the pot right in the skillet right now, they have been browned and they're starting to cook thoroughly. So I'm gonna add them to. I add them to this pan that they're gonna go in the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes after I've done frying them, and that's to give them make them extra crispy. So just drain the grease and add them to your pan, whatever you're using. Just don't forget to spray the pan down, lightly grease it for a little bit, for a few minutes, and that way when you add them in, put them on about 350 for about 5 minutes, or 7 minutes if you want them extra crispy. So these right here are technically they are done, but we're gonna add them to the oven. I said this process, if you're not using a deep fryer, it can be a little longer depending on the size of your skillet and whatever you're trying to use to fry these. If you're not into frying things, you just want to bake them, you can use an air fryer, which will make it a little more short, will make it shorter, and they will actually come out a little more crispy. I did some lemon pepper wings a few weeks back where I put them in our air fryer that we had gotten, and they did come out a little more crispier, and it was a very short period of time. But I'm doing them the old-fashioned way where we fry them. And when I do wings, the next time I do wings for a third time on our YouTube channel, I will make sure I have a deep fryer, so y'all will see how quickly this can go. Because it will the time will be cut in half, definitely. But we're just going to keep the process going. And I'm going to get those other ones in the oven. That way, when we're done with the oven, it will be our final step to make our lemon pepper buffalo wing seasoning sauce. And trust, believe me, you guys don't want to miss that. Welcome back. Y'all like my hat? Alright, I have my little helper with me, JeJuan. We're going to put these wings in the oven. Come on, JeJuan. Alright, the wings will go in for about 5 minutes to 7 minutes. And then while we're doing that, while that's cooking, we're going to make our secret. So, like I said, you're going to need a stick and a half of butter. And you're going to have to get this melted. You put your stick and a half in whatever thing that you use, container you're using. And I also want to hit it with the lemon pepper seasoning. You can use as little as much as you want. A few shakes will get it exactly where you need it to be. And you're going to need exactly 1 lemon, or you're going to need some lemon juice. Either one will work. Also, the rest of the pack that I used on my wings earlier, I'm going to use the rest of it right here. So you pour that generously over the butter. And then we're going to cut this lemon, because we're going to use this lemon when we're done melting. We're done melting the butter.
Hey YouTube, subscribe.
Alright, close it up for me, sir. And we're going to press 1 minute. I had a few wings that were left over from the pack, but we're going to use the wings that we have cooked so far. And I'm going to finish this recipe for you guys. Everything's been mixed. So now the time is where we're going to take 1/2 of these lemons. And remember to catch your seeds. That's going to give it that extra. We want these lemon pepper buffalo style wings, so we're going to want them to pop. Alright. Then we're going to take the other half. Try to get as much of it out as you can.
Oh, Daddy got the hat.
So if you didn't put it, you feel like you didn't put enough buffalo style seasoning in there, you can add a little more to this mixture, because it'll just give it more and more flavor. It come out the oven. Just give them the extra crispiness that we were looking for. And you want to get you a bowl. It can be a metal bowl or plastic bowl. It don't really matter. And you start taking your wings off carefully and placing them inside this bowl. I absolutely love whole wings. I don't have nothing against flats and drummies because they're pretty much the same thing, just broken apart. But I absolutely love whole wings. So this is the way I like my hot wings. This is how they look when they came out the oven. They're golden brown. And that's what you look for. You just want a little extra crispiness for them. Alright, so I have my sauce right here. And we're going to pour these bad boys on. Yeah. Well, keep on it. You go ahead. Keep on it. Right there. Right. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to start giving them a good toss. You want to get all that seasoning on there. All right, these are good and hot too. I can feel the smoke and the heat coming off of these. All right, one right here. Believe me, they just came out the oven. They're hot. So I'm gonna taste these. Oh my, these are so good. You know, if it was a mic, I would drop it and walk off.
Not on
Since
my
this
phone.
is wing, I'm gonna eat it. Then drop the bones, then walk off. I will give these a 10 out of 10. So y'all have a blessed night.
Bye.
Peace.
Look at what I did. Look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless.